Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Today is a special episode as we're joined with our new friend, Graveyard Shift. Hi, Graveyard Shift. Can you describe yourself for our listeners?
Hello. If you were standing in a room with me right now, you would notice a 6'5" bronze-colored Steelborn, which is an autonomous robot wearing a blue uniform of the Night Watch of Jashope. And I have a black poncho trimmed in silver that I like to wear on rainy days.
You're a new addition to the Crayon Box. What color would you be, and why?
I think I would be true blue because I believe in teamwork with my friends, and my loyalty runs deep with those who I trust and who have earned it from me.
Oh. What are your strengths, Graveyard?
My strengths are I am very perceptive, especially at night. You have to be when you're protecting the citizens of Jashope. I have very good night vision, even though I have only one ocular receptor. And I am quite robust. As you might imagine, I do quite well with poisons with a metal body like this, and I don't tire very easily either.
Those are good strengths. And on the flip side of that coin, what are your weaknesses, Graveyard Shift?
As earnest and as much as I try to be a valuable member of the team, my book smarts can be a little lacking here and there, especially when it comes to history or things you might learn in school. Reading the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. I'm not so great at those.
And spelling.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad. So question 4. Where did you grow up, or perhaps where were you made?
I was made by my creators or parents, I guess you folks would refer to them as. My creator father is Brickus Fogelmogel, and my creator mother is Lysria Mazurk. They are both members of the watch that I currently am employed by. They are quartermasters. They hand out the equipment and make sure everybody leaves safe and comes back safe and in one piece. Me, sometimes not so much, but it's not that big of an issue when I don't come back all in one piece.
Are they I'm supposed to stick to the script of 15 questions, but are they exploiting you? Do you need to be rescued? Like, I worry that they might have created you just to work you. You're okay, right?
Sometimes I wish Creator Father would leave me alone. He fusses over me a little bit too much, I feel. I feel that they're very doting. Just because I can survive with one arm a little bit easier than my partner can doesn't mean that they don't care about me. They love me very much. Creator Mother is more permissive or libertarian with her parenting style, which I do appreciate sometimes. She knows I'm strong enough to walk on my own 2 feet. No, as far as I can tell, I was brought into this world because they loved me so much that I was blessed by the God of Justice Tyr to give them somebody that they could care about and who could care for them back.
Okay, all right, good. Whew. I just I gotta keep an eye out for exploitation, you know? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I have to do as well. That's part of my job.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, speaking of jobs, why did you want to join the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild?
I don't sleep. I don't have to sleep. And as a matter of fact, neither does crime. So while I am not on the payroll of the Night Watch, other people need to work to earn money to feed their families, and they need to sleep. So when I filled my quota for hours, I don't want to take that away from my partners. And so I thought I might be helpful somewhere else on a bit of a pro bono basis. And if I happen to find useful items and wealth along the way, that's fantastic, but I don't need it. I'm fulfilled by the smiles of the people I save.
Oh my goodness. Like, This is the second new member in a row that's like a good person. I just my heart already grew 2 sizes in the last interview, so if it grows anymore, it's going to explode out of my chest like a chest burster. So
Mine's modular.
I could just level mine up, install a newer model.
Yeah, I have to talk to creator mother and father about it though, but I think they can make things happen.
Okay. Question 6. If you were given a 1-minute advertisement time spot during the annual Nikimui Fighting Tournament, which is a sort of like a Super Bowl, if you will, a sporting event that the entire city would see, what would you fill it with?
Oh, obviously with consent butter. It's delicious. I hear it's ethically sourced. Vegans can have it guilt-free. And in a pinch, it can be used as a lubricant for your achy joints when out and rusted in the field.
You heard it from Graveyard Shift. Lubricant for your achy joints. Everyone could use some of that. Oh my goodness. Oh, this question doesn't really make sense for you, but it's on the list. What do you like doing in your spare time?
Well, even though my favorite pastime is protecting others and meting out swift and fair justice, I paint miniatures. It's just something that my parents sat me down to do when they needed to sleep, and I needed to stay at home, so they gave me a paint kit and said, paint this tiny dog. And now I'm painting full-scale cities when I have the chance, but that's only when I can't find people to help.
And then you arrange a little tiny town that needs helping.
It's towns that need helping all the way down.
Oh man. Question 8. What things in life are still a mystery to you, Graveyard Shift?
Correct punctuation. Mathematics. It's a hurtful stereotype sometimes. I try not to let it get to me, but people think just because you are mechanical, you're good at math, and you got to shatter the stereotype. I'm not fantastic at it.
That's fair. Yeah, it's fair. I mean,
was there a second part to that question that you needed answered, Miss?
I kind of forget what question we were. Have I asked you? That was, what do you like doing in your spare time, and then what things in life are still a mystery to you? I may have lost
numbers.
my place. Oh,
Numbers.
Yeah. We might be on number 8. What things in life are still a wait. I don't even know.
Well, don't ask me.
Yeah. Okay. Question 9. Numbers are hard. I don't blame you at all. So, question 9. Everybody's got one, but not everybody is aware that they're doing it. What's your annoying habit?
My annoying habit. Possibly, I have a hard time modulating my voice in a way to convey how I'm feeling or the emotion that I'm supposed to be conveying. My system doesn't allow me to raise my voice too high. I can raise the volume, but sometimes I can't sound stern enough.
And then the criminals think you're joking.
That, or I'm being too polite, and sometimes it begets violence when I think it could have been avoided had I sounded a little bit more threatening. But creator father and creator mother think that it's best that I sound gentle all the time.
Yeah, as a person who can come off as pretty stern and I maybe sound like I'm yelling and mad at people when I'm not, sometimes having too expressive of a voice is a downside. So you could consider, at least you're approaching it from that end of things, where you're learning where to apply the expressiveness and not just conveying your mild irritation when all you want is to build a good time. So it could be worse, right? That end of the spectrum is probably better to approach things from.
Of course, and that's what partners are for. The good cop, bad cop. Well, good cop, but good cop who is loud.
The good cop who is loud. Yes. And speaking of volume, do you speak any other languages when you speak?
Yes, I do. Creator Father taught me Gnomish because he is a gnome, And Creator Mother taught me Dwarfish because she is a dwarf. So they taught me their native tongues. It comes in helpful and useful because those are two very common tongues in most cities, and I can communicate at the level of somebody who might be diffused by their native tongue rather than just common.
Yeah. It probably makes de-escalation work better when you can use the native language. Yeah.
That's the first line of defense.
Yeah, communication. That's cool. So when you're out patrolling the streets, do you ever think about somewhere else you would like to visit?
I don't really have a number one place I'd like to visit. I do like the idea of traveling. I have seen pictures in tapestries of places that don't look like Jashope, and I would love to see them in person. I'm sure there's people there that need helping.
Yeah. Okay. So populated places and people.
Populated places. Places with overhangs where I don't necessarily have to stand in the rain. But if I have consent butter, it's fine.
Because you can lubricate your joints, of course.
Exactly.
I have used butter on an exercise equipment and it mostly works, you guys. So just saying, silicone oil is best. But if you do have to use butter, if you can clean it out every 4 months because it gets gritty after a while, it kind of accumulates lint. Anyway, moving on, but it does work. Because a lot of oils have toxic contaminants. So question 12, do you like pickles?
Like conundrums or the cucumber?
Conundrums. Let's go that way.
Yes. I very much like riddles, and when I find myself in a pickle, I just think of it as a challenge to learn.
Yes. All right. Question 13. A penguin walks through that door right now wearing a sombrero. What does it say, and why is it here?
A penguin with a sombrero. This sounds like one of those riddles. I have to make sure he's safe, and then is he a threat to someone else? If not, I need to figure out. This penguin's been on vacation, obviously. So did he miss his flight, or is he trying to get home? Is he trying to get to his vacation? Or it could be a druid. I've heard they've been known to do things like that. Yes.
So you would ask it in common, dwarvish, and gnomish if it had missed its flight.
Yes. And I'm not good at math, but the pun is not lost on me.
Did I pun? Oh, no.
Well, penguins can't fly.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay, question 14. Graveyard Shift, what would you like remembered about you?
I'd like to I would like to be remembered as someone who helped who helped you. Sorry, the stutter was built in as a endearing quality. I can speak perfectly, but a little imperfection here and there apparently humanizes the chassis to the receiver.
It's working. You seem pretty human to me. And the very last question for you, Graveyard Shift, is what is one message you would give to your fans?
If I could blush, I would. I have fans? Well, I mean, if I have fans, be good and then be better until your better is your best.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Thank you, Graveyard Shift.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in an upcoming adventure. Bye-bye.
I look forward to it. Goodbye.